And one more thing, online people. So already Akhil was kept some recording. We would take it out that links if anybody want it. The online people. So I kept some links here. YouTube. So offline, you know, come out VMS.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So let me come out and see, guys, here what exactly DBMS and the DBMS by using of DBMS software, what we can do, what kind of operations we can perform. And later on, these DBMSs, again, that means how many types of softwares are there in DBMS and what are those. And now present in all the real-time industries. Okay, now if you go to anywhere, in real time present which type of DBMS softwares the people are using, what are those, and your Oracle comes under which type of DBMS software. Okay, now and nowadays you're listening like MongoDB, yes or no, no SQL databases. So that kind of the statements we are listening in outside market, what is differences between MongoDB, okay, and Oracle. So why MongoDB is called as a NoSQL? Why Oracle is called as SQL? These are comes under which category? So this kind of complete information we can see in this session. Okay, now after getting some idea, then I will go for two Oracle introduction. We will go what exactly Oracle. You will get some idea. Okay, now right. So DBMS simply we can call it as here. It is one of the software. Okay, and this software when we want to use means whenever a user want to interacting with your, suppose if user, and definitely this user need to perform some action or operations or transaction, definitely wanted some user application, or else we called as a user interfaces we required. So this is your user interfaces. And through this interfaces, whatever the request we are sending, whatever the request we are sending or getting responses from the server, how it will be interacting this user with your databases means it is not directly, he will not interacting here. Okay, before interacting with your Oracle server or any other database servers, then he need one what now? Database or DBMS softwares are required here. So now he will be using some DBMS software. Okay, now. So with the help of DBMS software, okay, he will be interacting to your databases. So that means user never directly interacting to your databases directly is not possible. Whenever you want to interact with your database servers to send your request, get your response, so that kind of things I can do with the help of what now? One software tool I'm using in between user and database servers. In between these two people, so they are using one software, and that is called as what now? DBMS. And with this DBMS, what we can do means that we can go to perform, okay, to creating some database memories, okay, and in that memory we are creating some tables, and after creation of tables we can insert, and we can do some updations, we can do some selection of data, and finally we can do deletions. So these kind of activities and operations whenever user want to perform, okay, on your database servers, they must and should be use one software tool, and that software we call as what now? DBMS. Okay, now so that's why the people what they will say, the DBMS is a software. By using of this software, how to manage and maintain the data which I stored under database memories. In database memories, whatever the data we are storing, that information how I can manage, how I can maintain. So that managing and maintenance, this all we can do it by using of one software, and that was called as what now? DBMS. Okay, now so now your DBMS, simply what you say, it is a software. So it is a software, so which is used to manage and maintain, to manage and maintain data or information, data or information within within database memory. Within database memory. By using DBMS software, we can perform the following operations. The following operations are, okay, what kind of operations we can perform means, first, in your database server side location, I need to create some memories. That is called as what now? Creating databases. So after memory is created in your server side location, in the memory, I want to create some tables, because, okay, in relational databases, what it will be happening here. So any data or any kind of information, when you want to store here, compulsory the data can be stored under in a tabular format. So that's why we need to create what now? Tables. And after table creations are over, then you can go to inserting data. So whenever you want to insert some data, you can do inserting data. Otherwise, you want to do some updations, then you can perform updating data. And when you want to require some data, that means your required data, you need to select from your server side, from your database server, then you can go to use a selecting purpose. And also, whenever you want to perform to delete unnecessary data which is not required for us, okay, if you want to delete, so that kind of things also I can do by using of a DBMS. So DBMS software through, these are the main operations we can go to perform. So database memory creations, table creations, after the data insertion, updation, selection, and deletions. Okay, now, so now this software, how it was work means, DBMS software will act as, okay, will act as a an interface between, okay, between user and database, memory. Okay, now it will be working like this here, and a simple diagram you can take now. So user, and now your DBMS software, and now it can come back here. Later we can go for what now? Database. Okay, right. And the next one is, we will take it about the models of DBMS. Now take siding. The next one is what now? Models of DBMS. So basically DBMS, okay, from in 1950s onwards, okay, the software when it was introducing in 1950s, from there onwards, there are so many different types of software, sir, the people was introduced here. Okay, now, so in that, the major softwares, what it is in DBMS means, there are three types of software, sir, we have here. One is we called as hierarchical database management system software. It is the first DBMS software in the world. Okay, now, then after the introducing, next one is what now? Networks database management system softwares. It's a second one. And after one, the third one is called as a very popular and most popular database in real world, that is called a relational database management systems. So these are the three different types of DBMS softwares here. Okay, first one is what now? Hierarchical database management system software. Second one is networks DBMS. Next one is relational database management systems. But in these three DBMS softwares, the first two softwares are outdated. It's a completely outdated in real time. Because of reason, there are so many drawbacks. Okay, let me see. Right down below, there are three types of DBMS softwares. Okay, no? Softwares, and the first one we call as here. First one is called as a hierarchical database management system. This is first one. So in this hierarchical, what it was happened, guys, here, okay, no? In this model, they introducing one software here. The software name is called as here IMS. The software name is what now? IMS is a software tool the people was using in a hierarchical model, and IMS stands for, we called as here, information management system. Information management system. Okay, now this is the first DBMS software. What is the first DBMS software? IMS. Okay, into information management system. So, but in this hierarchical, what kind of problems means? The first thing is in this model, data can be stored in the format of tree structure. Which format it will be stored? In tree structure. So I think all of you know the tree structure, how we can define means it was having some root. Under root, we have to create number of parents here. So P1, parent 1, and parent 2, and parent number 3. Then after that, every parent can have some children here. So there are number of childs in each and every parent. Okay, here child 1, child 2, child 3, like child 1, child 2, child 1, child 2, child 3. So now in this pattern, your data can be arranged or else organized. Okay, that's why this name is called as what now? Hierarchical. So hierarchical means what now? Tree format. Your data can be organizing. Organizing means storing, keeping. Yes or no? So whenever your data was there in tree structure, then what is the problem in this model means data retrieval is one of the biggest problem. If you want to retrieve any specific data from this hierarchical model, then what it was happened, it's not like that I can directly go and retrieve. So instead of doing that, we need to start your searching operation here. So we need to start your searching operation. And the searching operation, how to start here, from where you want to start means you want to start from root position. So from root onwards, next I have to check parents. The which, that means my required child information is having under which parent. The each and every parent level I need to search. Then after each and every parent child levels I need to search. So where is our required information? So in that case, what it was happened, it was a time consumer process to retrieving your data. And after that, this hierarchical model, it doesn't provide any security for your information. So here also very poor security was there. Security levels are very, very low. Okay, now then what it was happened when your data was there in the hierarchical. Okay, here the problem is what now? Data redundancy problems are occurred. So when data redundancy means what I said, duplicates. That means the duplicates, the restrictions also not given any solution for this in this model. There is no solution for data restriction purpose or data redundancy. Okay, duplicate value restrictions purpose, there is no solutions in this model. So redundancy, when redundancy is there, inconsistency problem is also occurred, and retrieval data very slow, and the security is also not there here. So to avoiding these problems, okay, then people will introducing the second one is called as what now? Networks. So the network database management system, the second model we called as here management system. Okay, na? And this example, okay, what is the software for this model means IDBMS software is there. IDBMS, and this software the people was using under networks model. Here IDB stands for what now? Here integrated database management systems. Integrate management system. So this is one more software in this networks model. But in networks model, okay, whatever it was there, IDBMS software here, okay, now, so here also maybe some few problems can be overcome, which was already existing in your hierarchical. Those models, problems only few things are avoided, like data redundancy problem is avoided in networks. So in networks, redundancy problems are not happen. So duplicates are not allowed. So next one is when we avoided redundancy, inconsistency problems also we can overcome. Okay, na? And these are the two things. So, and another one is what now? Retrieving data somewhat better here compared to HMS model. So compared to, I'm saying that, but not full-fledged. Compared to HMS model, it is somewhat better to data retrieval or data accessing. Okay, but in networks model also, the next problem is what now? Again, networks. Networks means security. Again, here also some security kind of problems are it was occurred. Okay, and it is not giving full-fledged security for your informations. Okay, now so again networks. Okay, in this major problems are what now? Security related problems are occurred here. So that's why this model is also going to be outdated. So hierarchical and networks, in these two models, what kind of the problems was there here? The total problems the people was, okay, we avoided, that means completely we overcome by using of very popular model in real world, that is called as what now? Relational database management systems. Relational database management systems. So this is very popular, and if you want to take in shortcut, we called as here RDBMS, and if you want to write in shortcut NDBMS, okay, and here we called as here HDBMS. Okay, so these are next up. So these are the total, but present hierarchy and networks, these are totally outdated in real time. Okay, there is no company in the world, there is no industry in the world they didn't use a hierarchical and networks. Nowadays everyone they are using what now? Relational databases. But in this relational databases, again the people was classified into two parts here. Okay, first one is called as here object relational databases. Object relational database management systems is a one thing, and we called as ORDBMS. We call this is one model, and okay, second model. Okay, don't write first observe. Second model is what now? Object oriented. Object oriented. Okay, database management systems. That is called a OODBMS. Okay. So these are again what we can call the two, okay, submodules in your relational databases. One module we called as a object relational module, and one module is called as a object oriented. So these are the two modules it will be there here. But now you have a question. So what is the differences between object relationals and object oriented? So, and now nowadays whatever the softwares we are using, like Oracle SQL Server, MySQL, DB2, Sybase, whatever we are using, these database softwares comes under which category? That means these are comes under object relationals or else object oriented. Okay, and what is the differences in these two? Let me see one by one. First I will explain to you, then after you can take. Okay, in object relational databases, whatever it was there in real world, okay, so in these databases data can be stored in the format of a table. Other than tabular format, you can't store your data in any other format. It was impossible. Okay, na? So whatever you can use, like Oracle, like SQL Server, like MySQL, like DB2, like Sybase, Informix, Ingressus, Teradata, MaxDB, Forster GRSQLs, whatever you want to take. Okay, these all are comes under object relational softwares. In this softwares, okay, if you want to maintain or manage your data, that can be possible in a tabular format. Without a tabular format, your data cannot be stored into any other format. So that is what we call the object relational databases. So that means what I can say, data can be stored, data can be stored. Okay, in which format, in which format? In table format. Okay, and a table can be defined like this here. So we all of you know a table is nothing but, how to say, a table is nothing but it is a collection of rows and columns. Okay, na? It's a collection of rows and columns. And a row can be called, different names are there. A row can be called as a row, or else we called as a record, or else we called as what now? Tuple. So these are called as a row, different names. Whereas come to columns, okay, column, and we also called as here it is a attribute, otherwise we called as here field. Okay, na? So this is what we called as a columns names here, or different names we can call. So now next one is called as a row is nothing but, okay, can I say guys here, a row is nothing but group of columns? Yes or no? Yes. So I can say a row is nothing but group of columns. So this is some little bit information about your table. So tabular format, and table is nothing but collection of rows and columns. The rows can be called as a row or record or tuple. A column can be called as a column, attribute or field. And a row is nothing but group of columns, because when you want to design your table, for example, are you designing your table like this? Okay, now when you design your table like this, definitely, okay, now so this is what we called, it's a combination of your rows and columns. Okay, right. So now I want to take it here, some columns now. Okay, and so now I want to take it here. Okay, so this is what now, one table structure we can form like this table structure. Okay, and we all of you know this, these are whatever it was there in the vertical, okay, directionally whatever we have here, these are called as what now? Columns. We called the vertical directions columns, and whatever the horizontal directions are there, these are called as rows. Okay, so in such a way it will be. That's why the people saying that, for example, I was given some column names like A, like B and C, D. So these are, if you think it is a columns, then whatever the data I'm storing here, this is called as a row. So that's why a row is nothing but group of columns we call. When group of columns will form a row, the group of columns will form a row. So in that pattern, your data can be stored. Okay, now, right. And the next point in this object relational databases, whenever you want to work on that or else interacting to the databases, you must and should be interact with your relationals with only one language, that is called a SQL. So SQL is the only one and only one language which can use to communicate with any relational database management systems. Okay, na? Any relational databases in the world, whatever it was there. So you just communicate with them only SQL. Other than SQL, there is no other language for this. Okay, na? So nowadays, and some students also asking to me, sir, like we have a Oracle, sir, Oracle is there, and somebody is asking SQL Server, somebody is asking MySQL, yes or no? So there are different types of softwares we have. Understand, na? So what is this? Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL. So many students are having a doubt. What is the doubt here? Okay, so Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL. These three courses are same or different. Okay. Okay, right. So Oracle, SQL Server, and MySQL. So here common language is what now here? Observe carefully. These people, that means These are all are called as what now? Database softwares. These are all are called as what now? Database softwares. And which database? These are all are relational databases. Relational databases. Okay, na? Right. So what I'm saying here, any relational databases, when you want to communicate here, so that should be happening only SQL. Okay, other than this language, there is no other. But here, what exactly common in these three databases, what it is not? Okay, na? So it means that here observe carefully. So Oracle SQL, SQL Server SQL, MySQL SQL, all are same. But up to where it is same means their query SQL queries are there na, like a DDL. Okay, na? So what is now DDL, DML, DQL or else DRL, next DCL, next DCL. So these are the called as SQL sublanguages. So these languages, or in these languages, whatever the commands are there, these commands are standard. These commands are what I'm saying here, standard. So that means DDL, DML, DQL, TCL, DCL, these commands are common for any relational database. Got it my point? So DDL commands like a create, alter, yes or no, truncate, drop, rename. DML commands are what? Insert, update, delete. DQL, a select command. TCL, commit, rollback and save point. DCL, what we can grant and revoke. So whatever these 5 languages are there in the SQL, 5 sub-languages of SQL, these 5 sub-languages commands are same. Same to same syntaxes, same to same formula. There is no query change. Okay, now up to here, okay. These SQL queries are what I'm saying here, standard queries. Standard means can we change or we cannot change? We cannot change. So these are the common and standard. Okay, now but where it will be changed, sir, means that yes, definitely there is a slight differences in between Oracle SQL and MySQL. So I can't say like major differences. It's very minor differences. Okay, and that minor differences where you can see means in different concepts. For example, Oracle data types are there. Okay, now these Oracle data types having its own data types it is. Okay, Oracle is having its own data types here. Understand na? Now, so these data types I cannot use under SQL Server. Careful observe. And I cannot use under MySQL. For simple example, I want to say .NET data types can I use into Java? Is it possible? Java data types can I use into .NET? Can I use? No, it's impossible. So now what happened here? So one programming language data types you cannot use into another program or another technology. Yes or no? So every programming language, how it was having its own data types. Okay, na? Same as in databases also, Oracle is having its own data types. SQL Server is having its own data types, and MySQL is also having its own data types. Like a data types wise, some differences are there. Later we are discussing what now? Functions. Maybe some functions are supporting Oracle. Oracle supported functions we can't use under SQL Server and MySQL. Suppose MySQL functions cannot use under Oracle. That means no, I'm not saying all functions. Few functions are like that. Okay. In the same to same, when you go for, okay, in Oracle, we have a PLSQL. Okay. In SQL Server people, PLSQL called as a TSQL. But in MySQL, there is a no PLSQL, there is no TSQL. We have only SQL. So like this kind of some differences are, we have it. Suppose Oracle is supporting here packages. Okay. But SQL Server is not a supported package. And you don't talk about MySQL because it is not there any PLSQL language. Okay, now so now see, Oracle supported packages, but SQL Server not supported. Okay, now same as Oracle supported what I said, collections, But SQL Server, there is a no collections. And don't talk about MySQL because there is no PLSQL in that. Yes or no? So like that, that means except this SQL language queries are standard in any database. Okay, now there is nothing problem. But when come to other concepts, okay, other concepts wise, there are some differences are there. Understand? Na? For example, Java syntactical specifications, .NET syntactical specifications, Python syntactical specifications, all are same. Suppose arrays are there. Arrays, there in Java? Yes, there in .NET also. But if you want to declare an array, your Java syntax is different. .NET syntax is different. Understand now? So what I'm saying here, maybe having concepts are, some concepts are matching, but the concept implementation will be different. So this is very, very important point. Okay, na? But finally, if in these three databases, if any one database, and that too Oracle, because it is a major database compared to this one and this one. If you have a good knowledge, complete knowledge of Oracle, if you have it now, then in real time, any database in the world, you can handle. Why, sir? Because of reason, Oracle standards are very high level standards compared to other databases. That's why one Oracle developer, they can handle in real time any database, because that much high complex mechanisms, concepts are there in this Oracle. Okay, now see, so Oracle have a packages, but there is no SQL server. Collections, there is no SQL server. Yes or no? So like this, so many concepts are there which is supported Oracle, but not SQL Server and MySQL. So that's why the people saying that once you know Oracle, okay, you can handle any relational database management system in real time. Okay, because it is a highly demandable database and number one database in real world. Most of the companies, especially multinational companies, are prefer what now? Oracle, because Oracle standards are very high level standards was there compared to other databases. Okay, but your common is what now? SQL language is common, the language commands are common, but remaining concepts of little bit changes. I'm saying little bit, not very high use level. So minor differences are there. Those minor differences, if you identify properly, then you can be manage any database. That's why so many people, what they will do, the MySQL people who wanted MySQL, so if they want to learn Oracle now, in Oracle, whatever the SQL is the complete SQL, it will be supporting here. But PLSQL, here not supported. And MySQL people, they wanted only SQL related knowledge, so that you are covering in this Oracle. So whatever the commands I said, the same commands you can implement into MySQL also. Got it my point now? No confusion now? So that means what you say, Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, three are different database softwares. But in this three, the common language, SQL. But in the common language SQL, which is common? Only queries. SQL queries only standards. Remaining concepts will be little bit changes are there. Syntactical wise, okay, it was having some little bit changes. Okay, that point should be remembered. Okay, in this three. And so yesterday some people are asking, sir, what is the difference? Now understand the differences. That's why Oracle SQL, okay, Oracle SQL, SQL Server SQL, SQL Server SQL, MySQL SQL, MySQL SQL. But in this, queries are common. Creating table, altering table, insert data, update data, delete data, select data, yes or no, renaming of your tables, truncate command. These are all common for all databases. Okay, right. So now what I'm saying here, relational databases are completely depends on. Okay, now write down. These databases are depends on on SQL. This database depends on SQL. Okay. Now what is the software, sir? What kind of software comes here? Now it comes here. Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, okay, DB2, Sybase, Informix, Ingres, Teradata, PostGRE, etc. So these are all the best examples of your object relational databases. Okay, na? Right. Now here observe. Then what about object oriented? Then what about object oriented? Object oriented databases, basically these databases, or in these databases, your data can be stored. Your data can be stored in, okay, it can be stored in which format it will be stored, sir? Means that objects format. In which format? Objects format. That means object oriented databases are, they're never interacting with the tables. So the data, they can be keep and organizing in the format of what now? Objects. Okay now. So that is the reason these databases, okay, are completely depends on here one of the concept is there. What is the concept? OOPS concept. So object oriented databases is completely depends on a OOPS concept, object oriented programming language. So in OOPS concept, what kind of features are there? Class, object, inheritance, polymorphism, next encapsulation, abstraction. Okay, na? These are called OOPS concepts. So when he was working on object oriented databases, he wanted to OOPS knowledge. That's why so many object oriented people, that means object oriented database employees, they're coming to Java classes, they're coming to .NET classes, they're coming to Python classes, because these all are object oriented programs. In this any technology, okay, they want to learn object oriented concepts, and based on that concepts they can implement or work or communicate with the object oriented databases. Okay, na? But here in this database, okay, it doesn't depends on SQL. Okay, so these are not depends on SQL. So that's why the people, what they called, okay, not depends on SQL. So that, okay, these databases are called as, can you listening this word now? Called as no SQL. Can you listen? Yes or no? No SQL database. Nowadays in real world, in real time, very popular word this present. If you go to anywhere, so much popular this, they're asking no SQL database, no SQL database, no SQL database. Yes or no? So that is nothing but object oriented databases. So these databases are not depends on SQL language. It depends on what? OOPS concepts. Okay, right. So this is what object oriented. And can you give some example softwares here? Yes. Okay. So one software you are listening. What is this? Mongo database. So Mongo database is a not object relational. It is a object oriented. And one more software is there. Okay. Cassandra. Okay, na? Cassandra, MongoDB. So these are comes under what now? Object oriented. And who are any people or anybody, they try to, okay, they're trying the jobs on MongoDB or Cassandra tools. On these tools, when they want to work or when they want to try, then those people compulsory, they have a good knowledge on OOPS concepts. Okay, they wanted good knowledge on OOPS concepts. When you have a good knowledge on OOPS concept, you can interacting with the MongoDB and Cassandra tools also. Okay. Now, these are what now the differences of object relationals and object oriented database. Clear, all of you? Now tell me, after knowing this information, now whatever we are learning, Oracle is which type? Oracle is which type? Oracle is which type? Object oriented. What happened here? That's why afternoon don't eat too much. If eating too much na, then what happened? Sudhakar sir will देख रहा है मेरे को दो तरफ, यहाँ एक सुधाकर सर और यहाँ एक सुधाकर सर. क्योंकि when we eat more food na, heavy food, what happened? Little bit laziness. Na, body will be going to relax mode. When you are coming and sitting here, exactly 1 to 2 lunch in your hostel. Today Friday, non-veg, veg, non-veg, non-veg 3 to 4 plates out, 1 plate. So fully eating and coming to class, body relax mode, then they will see like this. Their eyes, their faces. So ऐसे देखने से कैसे लगेगा? सुधाकर, अरे यार सुधाकर सर मेरे को दो दिख रहा है यार यहाँ पर, एक सर यहाँ पर है और एक सर यहाँ पर है, इसलिए सब्जेक्ट नहीं जा रहा मेरे को. यार दिस इज वेरी क्लियर ना. Oracle is which part? These are oriented. Now tell me, which course are you learning? Oracle. That means are you learning which DBMS? Object Relational DBMS. So that means our course is completely relational database management systems. Okay, na? We are not discussing any part of oriented. Okay, and even though you guys are not necessary for object oriented, like Java, .NET people, Selenium people, AWS, DevOps, yes or no? So this kind of people is not required oriented. Oriented is a special course and special, that means who are trying their jobs on those tools. Okay, na? Those people only will go that courses. Okay, and that courses, what it was happened, there is no relation with any other technologies. It's a separate things. Okay, na? So that's why here we are learning the part of Oracle, and this Oracle is a relational DBMS. All of you clear na? So now, so this is what guys here, the little bit introduction part of DBMS. Okay, so in DBMS, whatever the major things which we required for our course related, that I was explained to you. And this is just awareness of your DBMS. If any non-background students are there, now they can easily understand that what is Oracle. Understand na? Oracle and what is DBMS, basic terms, whatever we discuss, data, information, database, okay na? And types of databases, okay na? And data storages, books and papers, flat files, and DBMS. And these are having so much drawbacks here, that all the drawbacks also we discuss, and each and every drawback whatever I explained to you, there's every drawback practically I'm showing now. How to avoiding redundancy problems, what is exactly meaning of inconsistency, retrieval problem, how to avoid security problem. Okay, data validations. Generally data validations, when you go for apply on your front end side, front end forms, you must and should be need a JavaScript. Yes or no? But here one small technique I will tell you, for especially who are working front end side like Java, .NET, Python people. Remember a simple technique. If you feel JavaScript is not understanding, sir, I am very confused in that, I can't write logics in JavaScript, I have some little bit what we can say doubts, that means I'm not handling that. Okay, so who are unable to understand or handle JavaScript in your front end side from Java, .NET and Python technology people, when they have a database integrity concept, if you have na, automatically you can understand JavaScript. Because JavaScript in front-end side forms, in UI forms, for what purpose are you applying here? That work I can do with the help of a data integrity concept in the backend side. Understand my point now? So that's why this is very important for you especially. Okay. So who are unable to or they didn't understand JavaScript properly, then if you have a good idea on integrity concept in the database side, even though validations you can perform happily. Okay, so that is what, and indexing. So this all we will be discussing in the DBMS part. Now all of you clear now? And DBMS purpose we discussed, and in this what is the models here, and these are some models, and here I said these two models are okay, outdated models, and present model is relational. But in this model again we have how many modules? Two modules are there. One is relational module, one is oriented module. So our module we are learning in this core relational module. All of you clear now? Right. And now we will go for our topic number 2. So up to here, okay na? I will go to send your notes into Google Classroom, but still just now in front of you only, I spoke to Mr. Akhil. He was admin, okay? But he said that it will take some time, 2 or 3 days. So maybe we are expecting on Monday. Okay na? So up to there, you just wait for your notes. Online students especially, because offline students are, they are going to be taking notes, but you just go to wait for that. Okay na? Right. Now come to my topic number 2. What is the topic number 2? Oracle. Okay, which version we are learning? 19C version we are learning. Okay, right. So now Oracle 19C. Now we can see, if I'm asking to you, what is Oracle? Oracle is a object relational database management system, system software. Clear? By above explanation, by above information, now you got it now? Yes. So that is Oracle. So simply we can call it. And now this Oracle main intention is what? What we can do. Okay, na? And here Oracle was introducing from 1979. That means maybe your Java is not there. Java is there. Huh? Java when it was? 1996. 5 to 6. 5. So 1995. What here? This much confusion to me. Morning batch, they are telling that 1996. Your batch is telling 1995. Which is correct here? Maybe faculties are teaching like that. Yes, sir. No, really, because I'm a database developer, I don't know about Java. But in morning batch, if I ask this question, they said 96, sir. But you are saying 95. Otherwise, you can give explanation, sir. 95 में start करके करके 96 में पैदा हुआ सर. ऐसे बोलना पड़ेगा क्या? 95 में स्टार्ट किया और 96 में पैदा हुआ है. What is the clarity here? I'm seriously asking. What is the clarity? 5 or 6? 5? Sure. Tomorrow morning batch students हो गया मेरा काम. उनका पिटाई होगा कल. 95. If they are saying 96, किसको पिटाई करना है? बुक्स में देखना पड़ेगा. ओके 95 और 96. कंफ्यूजन. ये ले गूगल सर्च कर रहा है वो, सर्च कर रहा है, कर दो. And one more thing, every information is not correct in Google. That point also very important. गूगल में जो भी अपलोड कर रहा है वो भी एक ह्यूमन बीइंग है. So हर or every information is not 99% is accurate. Understand? Na? That is also very important. That's why follow some official websites. That means not opinions. Some comments are there in Google. If you go to any link, if you open, comments are there. If you follow comments, your subject will be mixy. कुछ समझ में नहीं आता है. एक बोलेगा 95, एक बोलेगा 96, एक बोले नो 95 में स्टार्ट होकर 96 में इंट्रोड्यूस किया है. So which one is correct? That's why Google also sometimes very careful and very highly demanding websites, very popular websites only follow it. Okay, don't follow any comments. So that's very one point I'm telling that. Okay, right. So 95 your Java, but this is 1979. Who is the oldest? So at that time there is no Java, .NET. What you are now? You are now learning na. Database is the oldest technology. It was there in 1979 also, and before if you go 1950s only. Hierarchical, yes or no? 1950s onwards, database softwares are available in the world. But these .NET, 2002 something .NET, Java, these are all after that. It will be came. Yes or no? So Oracle. What is Oracle? So first today I am giving some introduction part, and one more thing. From today onwards, your sessions are countable. Session 1. How many sessions I will take? 50 to 60. Now today onwards count, not DBMS. This is your main course. From today onwards, your session count it here 50 to 60. In between, your course is completed. But in between, don't ask me, sir, when will we complete, sir? Sir, when will you complete, sir? Yes or no? Online students also, don't ask me when will complete, okay? So, after 60 sessions are crossed, then you can come and ask, sir, when will complete our batch? At the time, I have a accountability. हर दिन क्या किया है, क्या नहीं किया है, वो पूरा आपको शो करूंगा. Whether we crossed 60 days or not. Okay na? 60 days means 1 or 2 days. No problem na? 61, 62, no problem na? Okay, that's okay. But don't go for 80s, 90s. So maximum 60. Okay na? Right. So this is session 1. And today onwards, one more thing I'm telling you, who are attending these classes, online or offline, from today onwards also you can attend this class now. There is nothing problem to you, because today is our main topic is started. From here onwards also you have knowledge, information, nothing problem. In future classes also easily you can understand that. Okay na? So up to DBMS, just it will be surface, what is what. Okay na? And now your main topic will be start. And now take now. So first one you can see it will be introduction to Oracle. So online student, this is your first session guys for your Oracle course. Okay, right. So by the above information I can say, what do you want to say here? Oracle is a relational database management system product. Okay na? And is a which module? Object relational DBMS module. Okay na? Is a which module? In relational model, which module? Object relational module. Okay na? So which was Okay, which was okay introduced by which was introduced by who is this? Oracle Corporation. Oracle Corporation in 19 in 1979. In 1979. Okay. What is the main cause of your Oracle softwares means, or any database software, not only Oracle, any database software? What is the main cause means? The cause is Oracle is used to store data or information. Data or information in which way? Permanently. It was permanently along with what? Security manner. Along with the security manner. So here Oracle is used to store data or information permanently. Here permanently means what now? It's a lifelong storage. Okay, once your data successfully stored under databases or database servers, then data will be permanent. Permanent means a lifelong. That means, for example, today I kept some data, some information in my database. After 100 years also, when you come back and see, your data will be available. But in between, what should not be happen? Maybe any abnormal terminations are not to happen. If any abnormal terminations are happening on my database centers or databases, okay, at that time I can't do anything. I can lose my data. But without abnormal terminations, without manual terminations, okay, na, if you leave like this, okay, then the data will be lifelong. Lifelong. That's why today also we are going to be getting information, some 10 years back, 20 years back information also, today we can see it. Yes or no? How we can see? Because it is a permanent storages. Okay, now so that is called a database. And here database is not only for storage. Okay, now storage means I can store anywhere. I can store in books and papers. I can store flat files. Yes or no? Anywhere I can store. But especially databases, why we want to store means there is another additional feature is there. What is that? Security. So I already said to you. So data storage purpose, security. Data reading purpose, security. Yes or no? So for anything, data modification purpose, secured. Okay. So it's not like that anybody can come, anybody can store. It's not like that anybody can come, anybody can take. Okay. It's not like that anybody can come, anybody can modify. It's not happening like that. Only who will do that kind of operations means who are authorized people. Authorized means permissions, who are having rights. Okay, na? So who are having rights, permissions, privileges, those people only can do it. Unauthorized people, they cannot touch my database. That kind of highly securities are there in the databases. That's why nowadays almost every industries are maintain databases, and especially you can go to banking sectors. Complete banking application is depending on database. Okay, in future classes you can understand. I will show you banking examples in my classes. At the time you can understand that the transactional data, how recording by banking sectors. Okay, that we will see in future. Okay, so this is main cause. Okay, now okay, from 1979 to up to 2023, if you included, there are so many different types of versions are there. Okay, from 1.0 version to the very, very latest version. What is that? 21C. So 19C latest, but very, very latest 21C. But why, sir, we are not teaching 21C means still in real time 21C is not implemented. Okay, na? Still up to the companies, if you go any interview or any projects, you can see up to 19C only there. In our company, in my company also, still we are using 12C, you believe or not. Oracle, 12C only in our company we are using, Samyutta Info Solutions. Okay, my company name. So in that, so we are using 12C only. So you are asking, sir, why not you are not using 19C, sir? Means, maybe that kind of projects we are not getting on 19C projects, 21C projects. Maybe our management, company management people are, we are not taking those clients. The clients also asking still now 21C projects only. Okay, now, so maybe now we are planning to move it to 19C. So the very, very latest versions are companies are not immediately implemented. For why, sir, means there are so many causes. One simple cause I want to tell you. I don't want to explain much, but one simple class, because in tomorrow when you're going to real time, you can understand that why the people are not using very, very latest. Okay, simple cause is what now? For example, in my company, we all are having, okay, 12C, okay, up to 19C programmers are there. So up to 19C programmers are there means we are using 19C projects. We are taking 19C project because we have a knowledge. Up to 19C, we have a knowledge. That's why while I'm developing any project, okay, if any bug is come, if any error is come, okay, then the programmer can rectify because that knowledge I have it. But in my company, our team members are having up to 19C, but my managing director will taking what now? 21C project. Suppose he was taking the project from client. What is the problem? 21C manpower is there in the company? No. So the company, what they will do, if it is very important for us, the company people will give a some time period for employees. What they're saying that in coming future, maybe in 1 or 2 months, we are going to be take over 21C project also. So please, you all guys are upgrade. Understand? Na? So for that time period, even though this kind of situations are so many companies are going to be follow. Yes or no? So what the company management will do? Suppose 21C upgradations we wanted. Okay, they will do one information to the employees, existing employees. What is that? So please go and upgrade, and they will give some time, 15 days time, 1 month time they will give to us. So in 15 days, 1 month, whatever, how you learn, none of the matter to the management. You are going to institutions, or you are going to YouTube channels, you are going to Google, nothing matter. But they want to finish as per the time. Understand? That's why can you see nowadays so many real-time employees are coming to institutions. Yes or no? So he was already employed, but he's coming to attending classes. Why, sir? Upgradation purpose. They want to upgrade their versions. Yes or no? So that kind of time period also the companies are providing to you. That's why don't bother about that. Okay, so that is a problem. So any suddenly one bug is come 21C, and I don't know 21C knowledge, then how I can handle? Can you handle? No. Then what happened to your project? Your project will be stop. Your project is stop, time bond is over, then client is shouting on you. So there are a lot of internal problems are there that you didn't understand now, but once you are enter into real time, after getting 2 to 3 plus of experience, you can understand what it was happening in real time internal process. Okay, now, right? So very, very latest version, what I'm saying here, 21C, but we are learning up to 19C in Amirpet market. Okay, now, right? So now here in this, what is the first version? The first version of Oracle is Oracle 1.0. The first version is what now? Oracle 1.0. Two, we have here Oracle 19C. And what is C? I will explain to you. And next, the very, okay, very, very latest version. Very, very latest version of Oracle is what is Oracle? Oracle 21C. Okay, right. So now here these are. That means 1.0 to 19C up to here, each and every version, what kind of futures are introducing by Oracle Corporation people, that every future we are learning in our classes. Okay, now I will give some list out also. Okay, 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, 6.0, 7.0, later Oracle 8i, Oracle 9i, later Oracle 10G, 11G, 12C, 18C, 19C, and very latest 21C. These are up to the versions. But you're asking, sir, what is the differences between Oracle 8i, 9i? Otherwise, Oracle 10G, 11G. Otherwise, Oracle 12C, 18C, 18C, 19C. So, this kind of doubts are there. Okay, some people asking. Okay, so if you want to understand the differences of each version, what is what and what kind of futures are there here not there. Okay, if you want to understand, so complete the futures we need to discuss. Okay, na? So I will go to show you the from Oracle 1.0 version to 19C version. In each version, what kind of futures are introducing by Oracle people. Okay, now then if you see every version and the future, version, future, version, future, if you see one particular systematical way, then you can understand that differences of Oracle 10G, 11G, 12C, 19C, 19C, 18C. So this kind of differences you can understand it. Okay, and here one more thing in Oracle, after 7.0 onwards, the people will given some okay 8i. Some predications are they given 8i, 9i, and what next given 10G, 11G, what next given 12C, 19C there was given. So what is the mean by sir, I sir, J sir, and C sir? This kind of doubt also somebody having that. So what is the mean of I, G, and C? What it represented, what it representing to us. Okay, so these are all we will discuss on Monday. Tomorrow, Shivaratri. Okay, that is not that. Okay, tomorrow, for in Nourish IT, one culture is there. Every new batch, first weekend holidays. First weekend only. From second weekend, don't expect. Sudhakar sir gave area mereko Saturday, Hari Saturday, Sunday. Only first week. This is your new batch, na? So that's why first weekend holiday. Again, from second weekend onwards, don't expect. Okay, na? Okay, guys. And advanced happy Shivaratri. Okay, online students, you also, guys. Okay, and we will meet on Monday session. Okay, na? Right, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Boys, leave ma first.